Simple question. What is RetrofitWorks?
RetrofitWorks is an industry delivery model to try and get retrofit happening at scale in the UK. Domestic properties in the first instance, but on the obviously then after non-domestic properties as well.
So how does that actually come together? What happens when, as it were, you trigger RetrofitWorks to help you with your energy requirements and energy saving requirements?
Okay, well, if you're a householder or you're an owner of any kind of building, you can approach any member of RetrofitWorks, and because it's a cooperative, those members will work collaboratively to make sure that you're getting the right advice in the first instance. You're getting access to the person that can most appropriately deal with the things that you want done with your property, and thereafter help you get some money to pay for it as well. So there's three key things that be able to have as a conversation with somebody who works for the cooperative. It's what do I do with my home? It's who the hell's going to do the work for me, and can I get somebody to help me to pay for it?
All those things together. Now, what about cost? This can be a costly process.
Yes.
Can you beat others on cost?
We believe that in the long term, yes. In the short term, we're still working that kind of stuff out. But actually what the cooperative does, it takes on a lot of the overhead that a larger company might do for its supply chain, if you like. So we're servicing on the whole small companies, and what we're able to say to the members of the cooperative is some of those things that would normally be costly for you to compete in that kind of marketplace will do for you. So, getting training to get you up to speed with what the market's requiring at the moment, we can bulk buy that stuff in order to get discounts. We can also then make sure that you've got things like marketing materials and you've got templates for your processes, and we can help you to go out there and even do some of your marketing for you. So it's really that kind of stuff. Now, ultimately, you're going to need to input into that, and you're going to have to do some of it. But if what we're doing then after is actually bringing new customers as well, that's something that's really going to bring your cost down. So yes, in the long term, I think once people have got their head around that kind of model, they will be cheaper in the marketplace than people who aren't a member of the cooperative.
That's the contractor side of it. What is the benefit? You've hinted at it, but spell it out for us, to the customer, to the household.
Yep. So the householder knows that if they are going to be engaging either an advisor or any kind of professional or an installer that's a member of RetrofitWorks, they're going to get somebody that is at a certain level within the industry. We've set the bar pretty high. We're making sure that the people that are a member of this cooperative are they've definitely got the competencies required. Their business is of a certain standing. We've checked their insurances. We've checked all that kind of stuff in the background to make sure they genuinely can deliver what they promised. And not only that, we have our own insurances as well. We're making sure that there are insurance-backed guarantees for pretty much all the work that's available through the cooperative, so that if things do go wrong, we can step in, or the insurance company as well can help to pay for things that have not worked. But we hope it never gets that far.
There's already a retrofit industry out there. How have they reacted to the concept?
Well, what we've been able to do over the last 3 years is work with over 450 organisations that have fed into this process. But before we even engaged with those organisations, we worked alongside the key trade associations and professional institutions that there are out there. And we wouldn't have got anywhere near as far as this if they hadn't bought into this whole concept on behalf of their members. And they represent over 100,000 small companies in the UK. So the reaction has been great. Their reaction has always been, this is a no-brainer. The complication is always how to get all these people to agree, and we've done that.
Now, of course, the environmental landscape, if we can call it that, is littered with initiatives that started off with a whoop and a holler, and then have sort of fizzled out. The Green Deal, that the government will protest about, this I'm sure is an example that's been mentioned by people attending the conference here today. What's the guarantee, what's the certainty, what's the promise that this won't happen with RetrofitWorks?
Well, the key thing about RetrofitWorks is that we're agnostic to the way to pay for things. In other words, a homeowner will literally have a conversation with a member of the cooperative or one of the staff of the cooperative, and we'll be able to point in the right direction of the things that will be most appropriate, the scheme that will be most appropriate to pay for the things they want to do. That might be Green Deal. It might be the Green Deal Home Improvement Fund. It might be extending the mortgage. So that's why the impartiality of the cooperative starts to come through, and we have those deals with energy companies direct about eco-funding, for instance, as well. So it's pushing people in the right direction to make sure they're getting the right answer for them.
Well, we're here at the Spurs ground in North London. You've got a very big project coming up here in Haringey. Tell us about that.
Well, that's really exciting. I mean, we've been told that we're now preferred bidder for with some other consortium members for the Green Deal Communities project, which is funded by the Department for Energy and Climate Change, and that will be delivered via 6 North London boroughs. That's Haringey, Islington, Camden, Waltham Forest, Hackney and Enfield, and the idea is that they will promote the notion of a retrofit to their residents, and we will be part of the team that will be delivering that stuff. So if you want to become a member of the cooperative in North London, then you will get access to that market.
The sort of figure we're talking about an investment by the Department of Energy and Climate Change.
That's a £6.5 million pot actually they put into this. That doesn't all just pay for renovation stuff, it helps to train people up as well, and it's obviously paying for some of the management of the whole scheme. But that's a big slug of money that's available to people in this area.
It's a big North London launch, but
yes.
Is this a model workable all over the United Kingdom?
Absolutely. The whole idea is that the governance is driven locally. So local community groups, local installers will be able to design their scheme and use the central processes that we've designed in order to create the market. But because we have designed those processes and those tools, especially the RetrofitWorks job portal, which is the online portal that helps you to procure an installer or a professional to do work in your home, that can be transferred to anywhere else in the country. Now, tomorrow I'm off to Stoke to go and see the people from Stoke City Council and Staffordshire County Council and some of the businesses around there to run a workshop about how it might work for them. A few months ago I was in Fife, and there's interest from all over the UK. So it's about helping them to understand how they could use this and let them get on with it.
When you look at the picture of housing stock in this country, a lot of it's old, a lot of it's energy inefficient, a lot to do. Is that daunting for you at all?
I don't think so. I've been in this market now for 9 years. I run a small company called Parity Projects, and the whole point of our company is that we speak to homeowners on a regular basis, we speak to landlords on a regular basis, and so after they spend a bit of time with us, they get it. Now, we know what we're doing, people like what we do, and we end up with homes that people like to live in. We can't get this to turn into a mature and genuine market unless we work with other people. You know, with 24.8 million homes in the UK, there's no reason to worry about closeting what we do and keeping it to ourselves. We need to be able to share the benefit of all this with other people. We need to collaborate with other organisations to turn this into a genuine market. For the first time, RetrofitWorks as a cooperative is able to do that cross-industry, working across some of the silos that exist within industry. And I think that's really unique. And certainly all the people that have signed up to work with us on this think it is too, and they really believe it's going to happen.